Thanks for watching my next tutorial, and this one is how to kill the Icelord for the Cold War quest. Now, you're going to have to enter manually via the boat through Larry and then get thrown into the pin, but that's because the first time you'll tele out instantly, and then you'll be captured by the penguin and thrown back into the Icelord pin. Now, this is okay because you'll already have alts ready and taking on the Icelords in the pen. 4 you can see here. One is going to be on the northeast to block. The other is going to be southwest to block. And then you're going to have one on the far west, which is casting on those other ones to keep them aggroed. And then you're going to have one in the further southwest, which is going to be splashing on the Icelord, that is the ranged Icelord, that you're going to be casting dynamite on, trying to hit and get the poison. So you can see here that I am splashing in a couple of attempts despite full gear and a lizard kicker. But once we land that hit, we're going to go ahead and be able to teleport out, and we're going to splash on that furthest to the southwest alt to hold aggro, but only after it poisons. And then the reason why we aren't going to just simply stand here in this spot, though we hit the 3 and are going to land the poison, is because there's a weird mechanic kind of bug that was written into this quest in which when you kill an Icelord while you're inside of the pin, you'll gain 40 attack XP. Why is it in there? No one knows. I basically tweeted Mod Ash about it, and he knew it existed, but there wasn't any real reason. And they probably would fix it, but they haven't in 10 years since the release of the game. So the best way to avoid this unnecessary 40 attack XP, especially after hitting it with dynamite and getting the poison and should be able to just kill it and leave the pin, we're going to have to nullify that 40 attack XP by whatever game mechanics are available to us that are safe within the game. So what we're going to need to do is go to Last Man Standing. We're going to have other alts that could either leave from the existing location except for the one splashing the ranger, or have alts already ready at LMS. So that means you need to do this on a LMS world, which is why I would recommend doing it with dynamite and not with the Emerald E cannon method, simply because you're going to have to deal with LMS either way. And if you're on a low ping world, that might not be bad, but if you're on a high ping world like I was for LMS, cannon stall could be a little bit tricky, messy, and maybe get you range XP. Now, the cool part is you don't have to actually enter a real game. You just need to go into a casual game, and you can see that I have several alts. Unfortunately, though, strangely enough, even though all my alts were in here to start the casual game, we want to start this casual game while the Icelord is poisoned down, and you can see all my alts here, is because once we are inside LMS, we can guarantee that we will nullify that XP. Now, I'm in the 1-def mode here, and I thought, oh, I'm going to be able to hang out, but I realized on a couple of my other alts that some player was in the casual game, actually is a really good, decent PKer or pure that was trying to take out my other accounts. And the problem is, that's not a good thing, because if he kills me, then I will end up being outside of LMS, and then I'm going to have one of those issues where I'll get the 40 attack XP. So if you end up in a situation where it's really looking hairy, it's best to just not risk it because it's 40 attack XP. So you can kill it on the alt, take the kill credit real quick on your alt by just smacking it. But there's the 40 attack XP nullified. And then we're able to essentially end the game or whatnot and go ahead and complete by traveling back to complete Cold War because we killed the Icelord. So this is how you do 0 attack XP Cold War. I learned this method partially through a little bit of help and some tips from Chad with the double D skipped XP, but he didn't quite give me the exact way to do it. He just sent me some clips and helped me out to figure it out, and he kind of let me figure it out on my own. And then once I did, I was able to do it in my last account. So I have done 0 combat XP before, but I'm not going to show the cannon and Emerald Bolt E because you've seen that in the last video. And this is how you get no weird bugged out 40 attack XP for Cold War. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.